Okay, so my second husband, and he was a supervisor the whole time that I knew him in every job that he had. Or maybe they called him a supervisor, just, kind of like McDonald's gives a lot of employees a token manager name. And so, anyway, he was always telling me how he was trying to get some of the guys he works with to sign up for certain stocks and things like that. I didn't think about it related to what he did to me when he told me about a stock to buy. And then he told me later on in the day after I bought the stock, then he told me that he sold out of that stock. So he was using the logic that Jim Cramer does, where you take a little bit off the table. That's what Jim Cramer called it, was taking a little bit off the table. So he told me that he had sold he had sold, and so I don't know if he said that he bought more because it had dropped down, and that's what I had told him after I bought. Then it sold. Then the stock actually sold. So it's kind of like a good example would be is you have 100 boxes of cereal by yourself. You're selling cereal, and so you have to get people to buy the cereal if you want to make a living doing it by yourself. And so that's kind of the same premise as stock. So when you're a company and on Wall Street and you're selling a stock and you're selling your company as a business, you have to get other people to buy into that company. Sometimes institutions will invest into certain companies. Nobody knows why. I don't know why. The institutions will actually put out information, or that's what I've heard, is that they have to put out an SEC notice of some type. What is that? The Security and Exchange Commission. They have to put out a SEC, Security and Exchange Commission's notice that they're going to sell stocks. So they do that days in advance, so that there's fair advantages for the small guy to sell out in advance of the institution, because when the institution sells out, it's going to drop really, really big. Now, the other side of it is they don't tell anybody when they're going to buy into a company. That would be great if they did, because then you would have an unfair advantage to buy into the stock before the institution buys into it. That would be great, because then you would make money. Then as a small person, you could sell out when it goes up. So it's just a guessing game for the individual small person, where the institutions are going to go based on cyclical cycles and down markets and down trends in the stock market and Wall